Seek and Destroy is one kick-ass song by Metallica, one of the forerunners of thrash metal in the 1980s. However, the Seek and Destroy I'll be reviewing is less thrash and more trash. Seek and Destroy for the PS2 was released on December 12, 2002. It was developed by Takara and published by Conspiracy Entertainment. You play the role of an unknown tank fighting for the Proton military against the dastardly Q-Steen Empire. The Q-Steen have been invading their western neighbors, so it's up to you to fight back and put them in their place. Oddly enough, you play as talking tanks, like something out of Thomas the Tank Engine. The controls are pretty simple and easy to pick up. You move around using the left analog stick, and use the top shoulder buttons to turn your turret around. You adjust the barrel by pushing up or down on the right analog stick. Use the triangle, circle, and the X buttons for your main and secondary weapons, while using the R2 button to lock on targets. The missions are pretty straightforward. They involve you escorting allies and taking out key towers and bridges, but for the most part you'll just have to defeat all the enemies on the screen. Completion of a mission will reward you with gold and a tank unlock. One balance issue I have with this game is once you acquire the missile launcher, the game becomes even easier than it already was. Fights with enemies and bosses become nothing more than a game of Ring Around the Rosie. The game does provide a variety of challenge modes and battle modes as an alternative for gaining money. Challenge modes pit you against a CPU-controlled tank as you race to complete a specific objective. In order to win, you'll often have to modify your tank with new parts and engines. However, if you win by too much, you're stuck there waiting until the CPU finishes, which is really annoying as you should be able to skip it. In the battle arena, you simply kill your opponent first to win. A Coliseum mode is also available where you kill as many enemies as you can while surviving for as long as you can. The minigames are varied and interesting to play, but seem there only to distract you from an otherwise short game. Some missions will require different strategies, meaning a little customization is in order, and that's where this game fares pretty well. The tanks are highly customizable. You can change your tank's camouflage and choose one of over 100 tanks modeled of real tanks that can be unlocked. Each tank has a letter symbol letting you know what kind of weapons can be used on them, H signifying heavy weaponry, B signifying a body, and T signifying turret gun. Weight is also considered when choosing your parts. Weigh your tank down too much and you'll move slower. There are plenty of weapons to choose from. Machine guns, missiles, flamethrowers, and even nukes. Also included are plenty of bizarre weaponry, like bouncy balls, lasers, and chainsaws. To get around, you move across the map through a bird's eye view, coming across either a blue flag meaning a town you've rescued, or a black flag meaning a mission. Graphically, Seek and Destroy should be ashamed to be a PS2 game. It looks more like a PS1 game. Most of the environments are your generic desert, grasslands, and snow areas that leave much to be desired. During the heat of the battle, the frame rate will often drop, ruining the pace of the game. Though I will say that the destructible environments are pretty fun to watch, as they are to cause. The music is kind of a letdown, as there are only 3 tracks for the whole game, one for the menus, one for the battles, and the last for when roaming the map. The sound effects for the weapons are nice, but the sounds of the tank's engines drown them out, even during the pause menu. Final thoughts? As much as this game tries, it simply doesn't have enough bang for your buck. 15 or so missions that can be completed in less than 3 minutes each make this game a very short game, with little to no replayability. This game can be found on eBay between $5 and $10. For that price, there are cheaper and better games that you can buy. If you're in the mood for some Seek and Destroy, I say go buy Metallica's song off iTunes. You'll get a hell of a lot more enjoyment than this game. And give it a thumbs down.